and welcome. Today on Dealer News, we will be discussing the economic position of 3 different countries. Today I'm joined with Leah, who will be discussing Haiti, and Daniel, who will be discussing Colombia, and I'll be discussing Sweden. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why don't we start off by discussing the information provided by the Heritage Foundation. Sponsor. Okay, so let's begin. Haiti is ranked 143rd out of a possible 180 on the Heritage Index.
Wow, that's really low compared to Colombia, which is ranked 49.
Well, in comparison, Sweden is ranked best at 19. In case some of our viewers don't know, the lower your country number is, the more economically free the country is. Sweden is the most economically free, clearly making it the best.
That is impossible. Your country is socialist, mine is capitalist, so mine is better.
Yes, that may be true because Haiti is practically repressed because the government interferes and regulates many aspects of the country. I can relate because in Sweden, the government controls and regulates and interferes a lot also.
At least in your country, the government first. In my country, they just steal all the money.
Leah, could you please explain how the government interferes in Haiti? Well, to start, unlike Sweden and Colombia, we are not allowed to start, run, or close any business without the government's permission. And the government can take away anyone's house whenever they want. Also, just recently, there has been a devastating earthquake in 2010, which has acted like a catalyst to more government interference. Just like Sweden's government, they regulate the production of goods and services and prices, therefore reducing competition.
Oof, do you see? That's the problem of socialism. In my country, a person could start their own business wherever they want. It is true that we need some reforms, but we have a lot of opportunities.
That is very true. Guys, I've just received some breaking news. Speaking about capitalism and socialism, I just received some news that Adam Smith and Karl Marx are in the building. I repeat, Adam Smith and Karl Marx are in the building. Jimmy, bring him in! Adam Smith here. Well, I agree with Daniel because I think capitalism is the way to go. It will lead to prosperity, growth, and fair competition in the economy. Socialism simply corrupts a country like Haiti. Well, that's just garbage! Clearly Sweden, Haiti, and the revolutionary groups in Colombia know what they're doing. Socialism will create order and respect amongst the population. Well, I think you should just let the invisible hand control supply and demand. I'm about to slap you with that dumb invisible hand if you don't stop talking lies to our viewers. Lies? I'm not telling lies. You're the one telling lies, like the president of Venezuela or like the lies of Kim Jong-un. Oh my god, you just crushed my mind! Ah!
Wow, wake it up. We are on live TV. Both of you are wrong. Let me tell you about my ways. It's not about capitalism or socialism. It's how the government controls the unemployment and inflation rate. For example, Haiti's inflation rate is 14.7%, which will destroy a country like it is today, whereas Colombia's inflation rate is 4.3% and Sweden's at 1.9%, which is so much better. So that's all I have to say. Okay, that's all the time that we have at the moment. We are going to a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we will discuss more about these countries.
Buy my book, Das Kapital! Buy my book, Wealth of Nations!
Buy my book, The General Theory of Unemployment, Interest, and Freedom.
Buy my book! Buy my book! Okay, welcome back to... Vienna, we're live. Stop eating your Swedish fish. We're live. We're live.
We are back after that great commercial break, and now we will be discussing about the economic freedom in our countries. So Leah, what is Haiti's overall economic score?
For Haiti, their overall score is 52.7%, which makes them mostly unfree. Unlike your countries, this is due to a very high inflation rate and unemployment rate due to the natural disasters, organized crime, and high corruption. I remember the last time Sweden had a natural disaster. That must be so tough to rebuild all the homes and businesses. Yes, it really is, and certainly affects our economy.
That must be tough. Could you explain a little more about the freedom in Sweden?
Well, in Sweden, the economic freedom is very high at 75.2%. We are rated very high because we succeed in many categories such as investment freedom, fiscal health, that stimulate our economy. Unlike Haiti, corruption rates and crime rates are low, and the government promotes entrepreneurial activity, allowing businesses to be steady and innovative, just like Colombia.
Wow, it's very good for the people of Sweden. In my case, Colombia gets a score of 67.3%, which means that the country is moderately free. As well as Rihanna said, the government support the creation of new business and foreign investments. In addition, the free trade with other countries helps too much to the development of the country. The bad thing is that Colombia has a lot of problems with the corruption into the government and with the revolutionary groups.
Now, what about unemployment? What's the unemployment rate in Sweden? Well, the unemployment rate in Sweden is around 6.7%, which is around the national rate of unemployment of 6%.
Colombia is also close to that rate. We get 8.9%, which is not too bad. The last government improved to match this rate with the creation of public jobs. In addition, a lot of people have informal jobs, so this rate is not like true at all.
In Sweden, job opportunities are stable. Therefore, there is no seasonal unemployment, and students find jobs really easily after school.
I heard Haiti's unemployment is very high at 14.7%. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. Haiti has a very high unemployment rate because people are unable to start their own business. In Sweden, people are free to open their own business, which creates minimal unemployment. Yes, and unlike Sweden, there's a lot of poverty causing most people to be unemployed and cause kids to have to work with their parents. Also, there is a small farming sector that dominates the Haitian economy, resulting in lots of competition, reduced farmland, and ultimately leads to a very low income. Many people struggle to find and maintain a steady job due to the disaster of this economy. This is the freedom trend of Haiti, which has been slowly decreasing, unlike previous years from 2017 to 2018. The projected trend of Haiti is not that hopeful though, because the country has not made drastic changes to their economy. As you can see from this graph, in Sweden, the current trend is high and is expected to increase for the next few years because it has steady inflation and a stable government.
This is the freedom trend of Colombia. How you can see, the freedom became decreasing in the last years, but the prognostic for this country is promising. They have a new government and new policies that could improve the economy of the country.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for everyone who tuned into this segment about economic freedom.
Tune in tomorrow at 6 for more news.
Audio Jungle.